next video in the playlist Google Earth Engine for the beginners. So in today's video we are going to see how we can create a chart in Google Earth Engine and how we can print it in the console tab and have an enlarged view of that. So let's start by importing our regular Sentinel-2 dataset. So search for Sentinel. So I'm importing the Sentinel-2 level 2A dataset and rename it as S2. And I'm also need a region of interest, so I'm searching for any region. So let's search for Bangalore in Karnataka, and I'm using add a mark tool in order to mark my point of interest. So rename it as region of interest now. So my data set is ready now. I have the Sentinel-2 satellite data collection and my region of interest. Now I have to filter this for my boundary, date, and cloud cover. So let's create a variable called image, or let's create a variable called pre-image, because we need to scale this image and add the NDVI layer to this image stack in order to draw a chart. So I'm creating a variable called pre-image, and I'm selecting the S2 Sentinel data, and I'm using the function filter bounds to filter it to my region of interest. And also I'm using the filter date function to filter it to the latest date of 2024 January to 2024 December 20. So it's always useful to have a range of date and have a median composite of the year, so that you will get an optimized reflectance value. So I'm also filtering the cloud cover with the help of a function e.filter dot less than. So it's a boolean operations. So I have to give two arguments. One is the property which I need to filter. So I will copy from the image properties the cloudy pixel percentage and place it in here, and I also need to give the test value, that is how much cloud pixel percentage it should be less than. So let's print our pre-image in order to know how many image collections are available for our filter. So it's loading now. We have four elements for the cloud cover less than 0.1% and 2024 year for a region of interest. So let's now have a stock of this image. So I'm creating a variable called image, and I'm selecting this pre-image and using the dot map function to apply the function which I am creating now to apply it for all the images across the image collection. So I'm creating a function which takes the input and image, and it should have one more variable called NDVI. So select the NDVI, and here you can also uh, modify it in order to select only the bands which are of our interest. So if you can just go to the Sentinel dataset, we have the B1, B2, B11, B12 bands. So only up to here we need, we don't need this QA and mask bands. So I'm just using the function dot select to select the bands of B dot star. So this will create an image stack with only B bands. It will not include any quality pixels or mask pixels. So now I'm back to my creating a function. I have variable called ndvi, and I'm using the image as take it as input, and have the function normalize difference between near infrared band, that is our B8, and red band B4. So our ndvi is ready now, and I'm also naming it as ndvi. Okay, I'm renaming the band as ndvi. Now I want to return my image with multiplied by its scale value 0.001, and add the bands of NDVI. Okay, and also I want to copy the properties of image by using the function copy properties from the image property names. So I'm using the dot property names function. Here you see e dot element property names. Okay, So it's done now. So let's have a median composite of all those stack, and I don't want to clip. Let's print this to know is my image ready for drawing the chart on it. So give it a run. Yeah, I have 13 bands. If you can see, starting from B1 to B12, and also one NDVI band is there. So let's start by adding it to chart. So let's create an one more variable called chart is equal to. So we should search in the dictionary chart, or all are in red. So we'll write the function ui dot chart dot image dot series. So yeah, here you will see we have ui dot chart dot image dot series. So I'm using this particular function now. So I should be small. Okay. So yeah, now I have got it. So you should specify some of the arguments. So you just go to the documentary of this particular function, and you can read what it needs. So it generates a chart from the image collection. It plots the derived values from each of the band in a region across all the images. So usually a time series. So we have copied the properties which also has the time properties in it. So if you can just expand this, we also have the properties now, and we'll also add this to the map. So the image collection is our image, okay, and the region is our ROI, and we should have the reducer. I'm using the mean reducer here in order to have the mean values across all the time series. So e dot reducer dot mean, and you should also specify the scale if you want, and x property or usually will be the x-axis will always be in the time series. So my chart function is ready now. I'm printing the chart to get to know how does it look. Click on the run. Here you'll see it's generating now. So we have some error. So yeah, the error is coming because we have selected only these b bands. So let's remove this and we'll select it later. So let's give it a run now. No, actually we should have this select only b star bands, the dot, and now let's give it a run. So remove this median function because it need to be image collection, not a single image. So yeah, now you can see, if you can just expand, we have the reflectances and the mean value on the y-axis. On the x-axis we have the months and the dates from March to until December. So if you can just see this, we have the NDVI band and all the B2 B9 band uh, in this data set. So let's try only visualizing a single band, that's about NDVI band across all the images. So dot select NDVI. Let's give it a run now. So NDVI is not defined. It should be a band. Give it in a string. Yeah, now it's generating. So here if you can see the trend of the band across the year of 2024 is like this. The lowest value is from 0.15 and the highest value is still 0.195. So this is how we can plot the chart. So if you want to visualize many more kind of bands, you can just remove this and you can have uh, more number of bands. So yeah, here we'll see the band's reflectances in the chart. So this is how you can create an chart in case of the Google Earth Engine. So here you can download the CSV file to your drive. You can also download the SVG file and as well as the PNG file. So by that you can have it into your own PC. So that's it guys for today. So if you have any kind of queries, you can post in the comment section as always, and feel free to ask any queries. Thank you for watching.